Is the iPhone just too difficult? Here's how to simplify it with Assistive Access. Welcome to AT with AJ. I'm AJ. Here we go. First, let's open Settings. Then go to Accessibility. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Just keep on swiping. Toward the bottom, we want to tap on Assistive Access. Now, you will need an Apple account signed in on the iPhone to make this happen. I like to do the rose appearance. It's your choice though. Maybe the big grid buttons would be easier. Now we need to choose the apps we want the user to have access to. First, I'm going to select calls for contacts only. And yeah, they can have access to the keypad and speaker. Let's turn those on. Next, I'm going to add the camera. And let's just simplify it, photos only to start with. Let's make sure we get messages on there. Again, contacts only. They can tap to hear. That's great to have a read aloud available. And let's turn off video selfie emoji. Let's keep it simple. We're going to add magnifier, especially if this is a low vision user, and photos so they can see the pictures that they have taken. Now we have 5 apps. Let's rearrange them. Calls, messages, camera, photos, and then magnifier. Now here are some important information from Apple to be aware of. And we are going to continue with no passcode on this iPhone. However, it is mandatory that you have a passcode to enter and exit Assistive Access. Not now, unless you want to go ahead and set up an Apple recovery account. And this is showing you that you triple click that side button to enter and exit Assistive Access. Now I'm choosing not to enter right now. I want to make sure all of my settings are set up for the success of the end user. I'm double checking all of the toggle switches inside of the apps to make sure they're set up well. And I'm going to keep on swiping. We're going to see all of the setting options here in Assistive Access. And you can try rows or grid depending on how your user is doing. I want to go ahead and see the battery level. Sure, let's show the date and time. No problems there. And yes, we want to be able to use Siri even with Assistive Access on, especially to make phone calls. Let's make it easy to unlock with one tap on the screen. Now we can start Assistive Access. You have to enter in that 4-digit code to start. And these are really nice high contrast big buttons on the apps. Here's the magnifier app, for example. Fortunately, the buttons do kind of block some of the screen, but it is helpful. One big button to take pictures, totally simplified. Nice big back button. And we can see our photos. Pinch to zoom does work. And let's go to messages. The dictation or the voice input is still working on messages. We can dictate our message and a nice big send button. If I tap it, it will read out loud. Something that is important to note, I would create a contact card for 911 to make it easy to use. To change the settings or to exit Assistive Access completely, triple click that side button and it will give you the option to change the settings or exit. I hope this is helpful for you. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to AT with AJ. See you next time.